Do you find you're having trouble hitting depth of your squat and it's starting to look like this thing over here where your knees can't travel forwards and your feet are lifting up off the ground? And you really want it to look like this over here, where it's a lot more fluid, nice knee tracking, and hips going nice and low. Well, if you would, keep watching and find out how to improve your ankle mobility. Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be looking at ankle mobility and how to improve it. Before we get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see, and let me know how this helped you down in the comments. Alright, so before we get started into improving your ankle mobility, we're going to take a look at how we define poor ankle mobility. This is going to get you a better insight into how we're going to improve it. So a good way to look at poor ankle mobility is excessive plantar flexion, which is moving your foot downwards, and a limited amount of dorsiflexion, which is moving your foot upwards like that. So essentially in this position we have a limited range here, so we're not going to get much knee travel at all, so you're going to get stuck in your squat. Okay, so how do we actually improve our ankle mobility? Well, there's three things we have to start with. First, we're going to release and lengthen. Second, we're going to mobilize the joint. And third, we're going to try and increase our strength within that range of motion so we can maintain that level of mobility. Okay, so step number one, release and lengthen. We're going to start with releasing the muscle with a foam roller first, as you can see in this video. So the muscles we're going to be releasing are the soleus and the gastroc, which are the lower and upper portions of your calf. What we're going to do is you're going to find a trigger point on that muscle tissue, just scan around and look for one. And when you find one, you're going to hold it for about 30 seconds, upwards to 2 minutes. So after you've done that foam rolling, we're going to get into stretching. Similar to releasing the muscle tissue, we're going to hold our stretches for roughly 30 seconds. We're going to lean our body weight forwards until you just start feeling some tension on the muscle. As you can see for the soleus, we're going to drive the knee forwards, and then with the gastroc, lock the knee and then come forwards. Okay, so step number two. We're going to be mobilizing the ankle joint. For this exercise, you're going to need a medium strength resistance band. Notice here how I place it close to the bottom of my ankle, very close to the top of my foot, not high up on the ankle. What we're going to do is we're going to drive that knee forwards, keeping the heel on the platform, and then after about 10 seconds, we'll come on back up. Relax for a second or two, and then go back into it, hold for another 10 seconds, and then repeat. You're going to do this process for about 5 times on each side. One thing to take note of for this exercise is that I do not have shoes on. This is going to make it a lot easier for you to get the band close down to the top of your foot. Alright, so step number 3, we're going to strengthen our new range of motion. So for this exercise, we're going to be strengthening our tibialis anterior, which is on the front of your shin. Its main function is to dorsiflex your foot. So to strengthen this, we're going to do this exercise here. As you can see, we're going to be a little bit elevated off the floor. It's just going to make this exercise a little bit easier. So when we're doing this exercise, there's 3 things we want to make sure we do each time we do it. First thing, we're going to make sure we curl the toes. Second, invert or turn in the foot. And third, raise the foot up. So doing this all together, it's curl the toes, turn in the foot, and raise the foot all at once. So with this exercise, we can do 2 feet at a time to save you a little bit of time. We're going to aim for the 12 to 20 rep range for this exercise, and aiming to hold it for about 2 to 4 seconds at the top of the range of motion. To progress this exercise, you can do it on one foot as shown here. You're going to have your opposite foot elevated, just resting on a wall or a platform in front of you, and then the majority of your weight's going to be on your other foot, and you're going to have to dorsiflex under more load. Alright, so we've covered all the things we need to go over to improve your ankle mobility. We've released and lengthened, mobilized the joint, and strengthened our new range of motion. So with all these 3 things, your squat should stop looking a little like this. Limited knee travel, feet coming up a little bit, very stiff ankles, and start looking a little more like this, which is a lot smoother. Knees able to travel a lot further forwards, and you're able to get a lot lower into your squat. So if you found these 3 things helpful and they improved your ankle mobility, just leave a comment below, let me know how it helped you. And don't forget, like, comment, subscribe if you liked what you saw. See you next time.